Well, good morning. Renaissance Skytrain to Change. Just out and about. Beautiful morning. Just having a little bit of a walk around. Just in Skipton. Taking a look around. Beautiful place to live. Over there is where I work. Or hopefully where I'll be transferred to. Absolutely loving where I do work at the moment, but sometimes 4 o'clock is quite a late Sunday morning, and whilst I'm not doing too bad for my age, I find that late mornings and early mornings don't mix very well, especially when I've had 4 hours sleep and I'm going to get up after 4 hours sleep to take my parents to church and do stuff for them. It's not conducive to a good living. So before I continue, I am an independent YouTuber. I don't have any sponsors or anything, neither do I really need. I do these videos because I want to share a little bit of thoughts on different things. I do a little bit of AI art. I'll share my things that I deal with, things that have to deal with in life, and just move from there. So just a few thoughts this morning as we go walking across the canal. Thank you. All right then. So I'll show the canal here as well. Beautiful little place. One of my favourite places to walk. That's not the canal, that's just a beck. Right, beautiful little place. So there, so okay. Sorry. No, it's alright, don't worry. So I'm back working in security, renewed licence, and thoroughly enjoying it. I work now as a doorman, and life is good. Got to be working as an in-house carer as well as looking after my parents, and on the weekend I also clean up my local gym, which gives me a little bit of extra money and my gym membership for free. So not too bad all in all. Things are going my way. I said way back, when you take your life into your hands and you decide what you're going to do, things come around. So I wanted to share something on security, and something I've always stood by, especially working on doors. And many of my colleagues who have worked with me will say that, you know what, I practice what I preach. When you're working, especially as a door supervisor, or hate the term bouncer, bouncer's an old term, and to be honest, it does have a bit of a disrespectful ring to it. But one of the best things you can do as a door supervisor really is, when you walk in, everybody relaxes and knows they're in good hands. The bar staff will relax. They know you've got your eye on the ball and you have things in hand, and you don't need to be a badass, don't need to be a hard man or whatever that might be. It's about having the confidence to go around and just deal with people on a face-to-face basis. And as Patrick Swayze said in the original Roadhouse, was be nice with people. Believe me, being nice with people, despite how I've been portrayed in, shall we say, other YouTube videos, which really only captured a momentary part of my life, being nice is instrumental in dealing with people in all walks of life, not just when you're on the doors. Look at this beautiful scenery. So especially as I've restarted working with a good team, and they're good lads, young lads, but they're dedicated to the work. Really have been getting on with my head doorman and my area manager. There are other things that we are hoping to do and other things to take forwards, which we shall see in the future, see what happens. Because at the end of the day, I am, as said, getting older. And there are times when I think, you know what, how much longer can I how much longer can I do this? But you know, hey, I guess the saying goes, as long as I need to. And yeah, no, it's all good. So a quick experience on what I mean by being nice. We had a lot of school leavers, 17, 18-year-olds. Now, 17-year-olds were allowed to come into the pub that I was working at, because it's also a restaurant and other things as well. And it was before the time limit of the license where they couldn't be in. And they were told, the 17-year-olds were told, no alcohol. You can come in with your friends and celebrate the end. Those who were 18 could buy alcohol, but they were under strict instructions that their friends were not to buy it. Everything was controlled, everything went well. And all the school kids were like, you know what, we've been in here before, and the bouncers, they weren't really, there was a lot of comments between how the bouncers were with them and how I was with them. And we actually had some fantastic behaviour with them. They really behaved like mature grown-ups. In fact, a lot better than some adults who I've had to deal with. And all of them were saying, you're so nice, you're so nice, you're not threatening at all. And I said, well, why would I want to be threatening? Why would I want to be nasty? It's not our job to do that. Our job is to make sure people are safe, that responsibly, and more importantly, we go home safely and unharmed, because I don't want to be rolling around in the gutter just because somebody decided to be a punk. Deal with things firmly and professionally if need be, and so need to calm down a little bit. But other than that, that's about, in the whole 10 years as I worked as a security officer, that's about as far as it has gone. I've had 3 times where I've had to seriously restrain someone. All the other times it's been a gentle escort off the site, said, ask them to leave, and gently escort them off. And that is pretty much most of the time how far things have gone. And usually in those times people are like, all right, fair enough, we'll go. And I've always said to them, you're welcome to come back. You're welcome to come back when you're sobered up. Come back next week or a couple of days time. Go home, have a kebab, have a nice night, no hard feelings. And that's about as far as it really needs to be taken. So all in all, as I've enjoyed this little walk, I hope you've enjoyed my walk. Be nice with people. Deal with people the way it should be. But, on occasions you do have to have an edge. And to stand by what the rules of the establishment are. To follow procedure, to follow instruction from your clients. Whether you agree with them or not. That is what we're here to do. And like I said, most importantly, get ourselves home, get ourselves safe, and hopefully not have too much hassle to deal with, because nobody really wants that. I don't want to have any hassles in my working life. None of my other colleagues do. Just want to do our job, be pleasant, have a good time while we're out there, and then go home. So just a few thoughts can be applied to any role in life, manager, supervisor, whatever it might be. So have a great weekend. If you're going to go out over the weekend, drink responsibly, know your limit, and just have a great time. Have a great weekend.